Hey everyone, happy Fri-YAY! It is Friday, it is Memorial Weekend. It's supposed to rain all weekend. Yay! I am preparing our Fri-YAY craft kit of the week. Last week we had, what did we have last week? Oh, strawberry basket and jam jar. For our Creativity Club members, those are in our private collection that we have. And this is something new I'm showing you guys this morning. So we are doing these Americana birdhouses. Really, I mean, you don't have to do them in red, white, and blue, but I think it'd be cute if you did. So this is what we are doing today. I have two of them. There's a tall one, so you get both as a set. There is this taller one here. It says Tweet Land of Liberty. How cute is that? And then we have another one, says the same thing, Tweet Land of Liberty at the top. And they should stand up. They have, they're two pieces together, and then they have like a little backer on the front, in the back. And then you have this piece on the bottom, so they should stand up. So I think these would be adorable on my shelving. I love red, white, and blue themed for the summer. That is like my favorite thing to decorate with, not just for, let me change it up a little bit. Make sure I'm there. Okay. When you jump on, let me know that you are here so I know that I can see comments and stuff. And we are going to get to painting. So we had a paint night last night. So I just finished putting all my stuff away. I never get my stuff cleaned up the night of. I usually just keep it in the car and then the next morning get it all out. So thanks for everybody that came to paint night last night. It was fun. We had a good time. So here we are on a Friday. I kind of have something that I'm gonna, I just don't love yellow, so I don't know if I'm gonna do this star yellow. I did put yellow in my paint tray, but these are all the Crafter collection paints. It's just red, white, a navy blue, and then it's called Caramel Carnation. It's like a light brown color, and I love it. I'm trying to use more Hobby Lobby colors. That way, when you guys go to the store, you can get what I use instead of trying to, find Valspar paint. You know, I can't go out and buy $20 bottles of cans of I think they come in pints or small. I don't even know. I just buy them by the gallons. I know that. So I know that you guys can't do that. So I've been trying to switch to Hobby Lobby paint. That way I can tell you guys what I'm using, and then it's easier for you guys. So I need to go to Hobby Lobby. I might make a stop there today. I'm having the hardest time ever. My vacuum is not working, and I don't want a new vacuum. So I'm going to take it to our Sew and Vac store that we have that's local and see if they'll fix it. It really just needs like a rubber piece. I may get there, actually, now that I think about it, maybe I'll get there and they'll just be able to sell me the piece that I need and I'll be able to take it home. But I'm having an extremely difficult time knowing that I may have to drop my vacuum off at the vacuum repair place. I vacuum almost every day, not every day, but almost every day. Hi, Nicole. I love to vacuum. I like my carpet, but I hate my carpet because it doesn't do, like I can't see the lines. I can only see the lines for like a moment and then they go away because, you know, we have 2 dogs and 5 people that live here and girlfriends and boyfriends that come, like it's just, you know, it's crazy. So I'm having a really difficult time knowing I have to drop my vacuum off. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm like, what if they tell me it's gonna be like 5 days? I can't go 5 days without a vacuum. So that's what my plans are when I get off this live, is to go drop my vacuum off at the Sew and Vac place. Like I said, maybe they'll be able to just sell me the piece. It looks really simple. It's like a little, it's working. It just sounds like an airplane. There's like this little rubber piece that's by the fan, and it sounds terrible. So the roof of this little house, I am going to try to paint this with like red and then white in the center. I'll probably dry brush everything because I love that look. I always just feel like it finishes it off. It gives it more of a rustic look. But these are like little Americana birdhouses that I'm painting today. I thought that they were appropriate for Memorial Weekend, and I love to decorate with red, white, and blue for the summer. So I think these will be really cute on my shelves in my dining room, which I need to add my stuff back up I took all my, I can't remember what was up last. It may have been Easter. I don't know if I've set any of my stuff up since Easter. So I definitely need to go back through and get some of my red, white, and blue stuff out. So I always like to lay everything out to see what it looks like as I'm painting, so that, I don't know, I just want to see what it looks like. So this is a little flag that will go on the top of the little peak of the house. Let me turn my camera down. You know, it's hard to see. So this little flag will go in the top, and it says Sweet Land of Liberty. I thought that was adorable. I love birds so much. All birds. Love my chickens, but I love birds in general. I've become that person that we've got like a big bay dining room window, and at dinner time, I just sit and look outside. And I cannot wait until my deck is back together so I can go out and have dinner out there and look at all my little birdies. I think I'm up to like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm up to like 10 birdhouses now. The only thing I don't have that I want, we did have like the Martin house, but they kind of destroyed it, and it was kind of cheap. It was from Buckeyes. So I'd love like a really neat, like homemade one. I know that there's a guy that sells them a little farther south that I would love to have a couple of Martin houses. So I'm just using this. You love birds too, Nicole? Look at us. We're like twins. I forgot water. I'm gonna have to just get a new brush, darn it. That's okay though. So I love to watch them. Like I love just sitting out back, and then now I'm getting to where even my daughter, who's 24, she loves to watch the birds with me, and she'll be like, oh, that's a blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you know all this? Like she's an animal person, but she knows like so much. And so we sit outside and we look at the birds, and we went to the zoo a couple weeks ago, and they had a Missouri book of birds, and I was like, I think I need that, because I'm always like, oh, what is that out there? I am trying to be really careful while I paint this. I love these little brushes. These are all, I mean, I buy my brushes at Dollar General, like literally, like they are just nice. And I do have some from Amazon too, but I try to keep them like really clean because I love how like flat and smooth they are. They're so smooth. So I'm gonna go in and try to use the white on the little flag. But yes, I love anything birds. So going around my house is funny because like I love my chickens. I do love chickens, but I have a lot of bird things, a ton. And my aunt that I was really close to that was killed a few years ago, I had given her some bird things throughout the years. She actually loved frogs, which I did too. I actually have a frog tattooed on me. If you didn't know that. But I used to love frogs, and then went through a whole frog phase, and then birds. Like, I just love them. And so I had gotten her a little set of birds for the, like, speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil birds, and they are probably one of my favorite things I own. They're in my dining room. And then when I look through, like, all my stuff between my dining room and my living room, I have so much bird things, like, tons of birds. I should go and I count them. I should do that and make a post about it, of how much bird stuff I love. And even my husband, like, he was at TJ Maxx or Marshall's a couple weeks ago, and he bought me like 2 birds that are sitting on like it looks like a tree branch, like a post, and oh my gosh, they're so cute. Those are in the living room now. And then I love the ones at Hobby Lobby, like that they have for all the seasons that, you know, have like snow hats on. And I love cardinals. So, and we have so many cardinals in our backyard. Are cardinals everywhere? I don't know if cardinals. Nicole, do you have cardinals in California? How does that, I don't know. And you know, some birds are only native to certain states. I don't know how that works. So I'm going to go in. I don't think that like, so if you, obviously it is really hard to like try to paint in the lines with the wood with brushes. And I am, you know, going a little fast. So I'll go in and dry brush after this, and sometimes it helps like clean up the edges so you can't see some of the imperfections that you have. That's okay. I mean, it's, you know, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't. But I do like to lay everything out as I go, just so I can see like where I'm, oh, this is so cute. You don't have cardinals at all. Interesting. See, I think that there are like certain places that have like, I'm sure you have birds that we don't have, but they're so pretty. I think last time I counted there was 11 in my backyard. They're all over. I don't love yellow, so I'm trying to decide. I think I'm gonna paint this maybe white because I don't love yellow. So we're gonna try white and see what happens. I can always go back over it if I don't like it, but we're gonna try white. I think white will look better. My chair is so creaky. I complain about it every time I go live. Not complaining, but it's just funny. It probably needs to be. They're kind of very inexpensive from IKEA, and they're definitely not comfortable. Oh yeah, I like white better. So then the bottom has like this little stripe thing too. So I'm gonna do red and white striped on the bottom here. Once I get it all glued, then I'll go through and dry brush some white paint all over it. Does anybody have anything fun and exciting this weekend happening? It's supposed to rain all weekend. I'm like not looking forward to that. We are trying to get our pool clean. We're trying to get the deck done. We still have the siding left to do on the house. And rain is like coming, I think, like the next 3 days. So not an exciting long weekend. So this is the bottom. I'm gonna do white. I was gonna do blue, but I think I'm gonna do white. And I'm just kind of like trying to like loosely just fill in these little pieces here. Like I said, I'm gonna dry brush white over it once it's dry. So it's not gonna have to be like perfect in the lines because it's gonna be. The beach on Sunday, oh, it would be so nice to be able just to like drive, even if the beach was like 5 hours away, it would just be like, oh my gosh, be great. Most of our family are beach people, and we are not going to the beach this year. And some of us are really sad, but we try to like, you know, change things up and do something different. And so we are going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee with our family. And I'm very excited about it, but I'm not going to the beach. And I did go to the beach in February. We went to Mexico, but it was pretty and it was nice, but it wasn't the kind of beach that I like to go visit, to be honest. You couldn't really like get in the water. I mean, you could, I guess, get in the water, but not a lot of people where we were in the water. I love the big beaches in Gulf Shores. I love to just sit there all day and watch the waves, and Mexico was just different for me. Like I said, I loved it. It was pretty. I mean, we had, I think there was 48, 50 people with us. So, oh my gosh, 1 hour away. God, Nicole, I would be there I'd be there every weekend. Every weekend. I love the beach. Love it. I know a few of the kids are a little like, we're not going to the beach, but I'm sure we'll go back next year because we love it too much to not go back. Like we usually go to Gulf Shores. That's our place. I've been to a couple places in Florida. And I didn't love the beaches in Florida. I'm so used to Gulf Shores. I think that it used to be a lot less crowded. Like we went to Destin one time. Our kids went to camp and, hi Jane, thank you. Nice to see you on here. My kids used to go to camp at Panama City with our church. And one year we decided like, let's go down and like pick them up and we'll like drive home. We'll stay a couple days. Nicole, I'm just gonna have to come down there and go with you. We drove to, I think we stayed in Destin. We stayed in Panama City by ourselves for a couple days while the kids were still at camp. And then we went to Destin for a couple days and it was packed. Like, I mean, I was like, I feel like I'm at home, like with traffic. Like, I don't want to deal with all this traffic. Gulf Shores is like a T, and we know where everything is. I mean, I could tell you literally a map of like good restaurants, where to go for fishing, like anything. And we kind of just stay at the condo. Like we'll go to the hangout and stuff like that. But I'm more of I could sit on the beach until like somebody pulls me inside at night. Like I could sit there all day long and stare at it. The ocean is like I love it. I'm just kind of infatuated with it. Like I think it's so crazy, all the animals that we don't know that are out there, and I just sit and stare out there and think like how far is like, you know, the next place, or like what's in the water. I know, Tammy, I'm about ready to go with you guys. Cammy told me you guys were going, and I was like, no way. Like, it's my happy place. It's just like the best place in the world. Like, if I had the money to like have a condo there that I could just go travel to, it would be in Gulf Shores. Like, I wouldn't go anywhere else. It's just so nice. So, yeah, we're already talking about vacation next year and like going back, like when there's like a concert festival down there that we would have wanted to go to. So maybe we'll be able to do that next year. But we chose Gatlinburg this year because we tried to change things up, and I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it, especially, you know, with all the kids going, and there's like a pool at the house, but it's indoors. It's fine, but it's not the beach. It's definitely not the beach. So that's okay. As long as we have fun, we enjoy, and we're all together. There's the scenery there I know is so beautiful, and I'm sure like the hiking is gonna be very nice, like the outdoors. It's got like a really nice like fire pit area. It's really pretty, but it's not the ocean. It is not the ocean. Like I said, I thought like, well, we're going to, you know, since we went to Mexico in February, I'm like, we'll take a different kind of trip, but you know, it's different. I loved it. You know, we take the tent with us and put it up in the morning, and we stay on the beach. I won't go if I'm not staying on the beach because I think it's so just convenient to be able to walk up and go grab your lunch or go to the bathroom, whatever. Like, it's just easy to do that. So I do love that idea. Like, I just like to be right on the beach where I can just walk right up to my condo. This is so cute. I'm going to do this star, I think, red. This one a little different. And then it's got a couple little stripes at the top. The only thing I didn't make, which I could do a couple little circles that you would stack on top of each other. They're so small that they were falling through my crate. So I may try it again to make little perches, but I honestly don't think that maybe we need them. But this little star will go on here, and then, sorry, I got an itch. This little Tweet Land of Liberty will like just hang from here. But then I have like these three little things that will go in here too. So I'm gonna paint one, I think I'll paint two blue and then the middle one white. So I'll paint the ones on the edge blue. And then the skinnier one I'll do white. So I really tried to like not use a lot of paint so that I can glue this really fast. And then, well, one, I want to be able to finish it in front of you guys so you can see it. But really, you do not need a lot of paint. Like, I poured a little bit of paint in this tray, and like, look how much is left. I barely used any. So you do not need a lot of paint when you're painting like these projects. Oh my gosh, I got blue on my fingers. It got on the thing. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna glue this. And like I said, I'm gonna go and dry brush this once it's totally dry. I have one kid going camping this weekend and one kid going to the lake, and it is supposed to just rain the whole weekend. I feel so bad for them. Maybe it'll go away. This is just the Harbor Freight super glue. If you guys are Creativity Club members, this comes in your box. You should have 2 this month too. This is adorable. I love birdhouses. So I thought this was so cute and something that could be put out really all year. Like, it doesn't have to be, you know, 4th of July, Memorial Weekend or anything. Like I said, I love to decorate in red, white, and blue for the summer. So I need to get my stuff out this weekend. Okay, so I'm gonna do Oh, good, it's in here. Hopefully I have, yeah, scissors. I'm gonna take twine and wrap around the base of this house once it's dry to hang this little sign on there over the star. And then, I didn't glue this part. And then I'm gonna take my brush and dry brush some, I love this glue, but man, that's why I gave you guys 2 this month, because I was so afraid with all the pieces in that kit that you are not gonna have enough glue for your project. But they're just so convenient. I love their wood glue though. I use that too, and I don't know why I didn't grab that, but I had this out from paint night last night, so that's why I just was like, I'll use this. And as long as you glue these flat on the bottom and how they should be, they should stand on their own because they're thick. Because my wood is a 1/4 inch thick. Oops. And then you have 2 1/4 inch pieces at the bottom, so that makes it what? 1/2 inch. Does it make it a whole inch then? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it should stand on its own as long as you glue it the right way. I've glued stuff before where it like fallen over. Oh, and this too. I forgot about this one. This is gonna be navy blue too. Let me paint this real quick and then I will show you how I dry brush over it. So then there's a back piece for both of these so that will help it stand. Gosh, when I shut my office door, it gets so hot in here. I'm like dying in here. Okay, this goes on the back. And like I said, just make sure that it's lined up. This one kind of doesn't, well, yeah, it does. So I would set the pieces down while you have the glue on there and then stand it up and make sure that it is all flat against the, so that when it stands up right. Because if you've got a couple pieces that are wonky out of the way, it won't stand up. So we are painting these little, this is our Friday craft kit of the week, is these little Americana birdhouses. I'm gonna let this one dry. Oh, it's gluing to the paper. So I'm gonna dry brush this one. So that means that I will take a chip brush. These are just from Harbor Freight. You can get them anywhere, Amazon, whatever. And you just dip your paint or brush into the paint. You know, just gets a little bit of paint on like the tip of the bristles. And then I wipe a little bit off because I don't want too much on my brush or else it can cause a mess. And then I lightly just swoop over the sign. That wasn't enough. I don't like anybody to use too much paint if they haven't done this before because it can, like, you know, you can shock yourself. And it's hard to take it off. You can't really take it off. You can always add more on. So I'll just take my brush. I always usually do the outline on anything. And then I love to do like the edges. I just feel like it finishes it off. I could have done this before I added the star on, but I didn't. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. So it says Tweetland of Liberty. This is the smaller one. And then we've got this larger one here. So I'm gonna dry brush this before I add the little tag to it. Like I said, I always just do the edges. I use a very minimal amount of paint to start off with. And then once you start going, you kind of know like how much paint you want on your brush. I do want a little bit more. So cute. I'll do a little bit more on the house part. And you could do this before you glue the pieces together. Sometimes that is easier, but that's it. That's all you have to do. So this is the taller birdhouse. This is the shorter birdhouse. They both say Tweetland of Liberty. So I'm gonna tie this little I'm gonna do a couple pieces around. So if you're just jumping on hi Nikki. If you're just jumping on every Friday, Fri-YAY, I do a craft kit of the week. We change it out. And if you're a Creativity Club member, we have a private group for you too. So make sure that you're in there. But we also have a space on the website for you to be able to buy the kits anytime you want. So they kind of don't go away for you guys, but they do go away every Friday on our website. So you can go on to the Fri-YAY craft kit of the week. It is tagged at the top of the website. There's a little column for it. And I don't know if I should have done a bow or if I should have I'm gonna try to tie a bow. This is an awfully small piece of string. We're gonna see what happens. I may have to retie this, but no, I'm gonna have to retie it. Hold please. Oh, thanks, Nikki. It's so nice of you. Hold, please. Oh, gosh, I got a knot. I should have thought about this a little bit more. I think I made my string too short for a bow. Hang on. Let's see if I can do it this way. So the other one gets glued onto the top of the flag, and then this one gets tied around. Let's see. I may have to just do it in a knot and deal with it. I don't like that. Okay, back again. So I'm gonna tie a knot. I'm gonna tie another knot. And then I'm going to add the tag on because I didn't like the way it looked before I tied the knot. Now I've used it so much I can't get the string in there. There we go. So then maybe it'll just hang with a knot because I don't know if I'll be able to get a bow. The string is, I cut it too short. Oh no, maybe I can. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try and get a bow in there. Oh goodness. I did it. It's tiny, but it's there. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Like this is, definitely something that's going to go on my shelves. I can't wait to set them up. So here, let me get this stuff out of the way so that you guys can see it. Oh, I said make sure you glue the pieces out of the bottom so that they are smooth, so that it stands straight, and here they fall over. So here is our Fri-YAY craft kit of the week. You get both birdhouses, so not just one, you get two of them, and you can paint them however you want. If you don't want to do patriotic colors, you really don't, but it does say Tweet Land of Liberty on both of them. So these are so cute for your shelf. If you love the Americana patriotic look, these can be painted any way you want. This is just how I did it. Hi, Nicole. Thanks, Nicole. I meant not. You say hi again. Thank you. Thank you. I think they're so cute too. Like, I love them. And I love the fact that they stand up and I don't have to have a little stand for them. They just stand on their own. So I'm gonna go take pictures of them. I'm gonna actually go put these on the shelf in my dining room, and they're gonna be so cute for the summertime. So if you guys wanna grab your Fri-YAY craft kit, they go away next Thursday. So they only are on the website for a week. They're $14 for both of these. So you get both birdhouses for $14, and you get to paint them however you want. And I'll add the jute in there for you guys too, because then that'll make it easy for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Hi, Diana. Thank you. I think they're so cute too. And they kind of match our Creativity Club kit that, you just got. So try to do a couple patriotic things. I love patriotic stuff. That's like my thing for the summer. So I'll probably there's a couple more things that I want to offer for my Fri-YAY craft kit. So I thought this was perfect for this weekend. So grab yours now. And I hope you guys have a, hopefully maybe dry weekend. Who knows what it's going to be like for us. But I won't see you guys Monday because it's Memorial day. I will be home with my family, probably, I don't know what we're doing, but I won't be live probably Monday night, but I am going to host another Whatnot sale. So keep a watch for that. I'll actually make an event tab on Facebook so that it's like, it can be reached a little bit farther. I know if I post things, sometimes you don't all see it. So I'll make an event on my page for it, but I'm thinking possibly next Wednesday or Thursday night. So I have literally like, right now there's 2 bins in my office that I'm like, I gotta sell some stuff. So most everything's painted. There is some like DIY stuff in there, but for the most part, it's a lot of painted things. So keep a watch for that, and I will talk to you guys soon.